one of the first steps to a spiritual awakening is disillusionment. That's when you start to slowly realize that some of the things that you bought into to be truth is up for revision. And that doesn't feel too good because as humans, we're creatures of habit. And for me, what that looked like, I went through a phase where I was like what you would call someone a conspiracy theorist. There were pieces of me like, you know what? I know something is up with this. Let me start doing some research. Let me look into this. And so what I started doing was going down rabbit holes pretty much. Here's the thing, like most of the stuff that I was discovering was what I thought it was. Like, yeah, they were conspiracies. They weren't theories. It was actually true. But then that brought me to the next phase of awakening, I guess. The anger, the part where you want to draw everybody else and like, you need to know this, you need to look at this, why aren't you all looking at it? You just want to be asleep, you're sheeple. And at some point, it finally hit me, hold up, if we live in a world of duality and contrast and there has to be an opposite to everything, so that means that everything that I'm finding that's so horrible, there has to mathematically be an opposite to it. So that's when I made a conscious decision to start looking for the opposites, truths of what I was finding. And guess what? They did exist. But even better, my personal reality started to change based off of where I was putting my energy. See, where your attention goes, your energy flows. And that's when I started to realize, like, people live different realities based off of what they put their intention and attention on, right? So that's not to discredit when someone's living in doom and gloom. That is a reality, that is their reality, and they're allowed to have it. But then I realized that I have a choice of reality that I tune into, because whatever I tune into, I get more of. And it's just that simple.